Man, you already know what it is, man. Respect My Grind Live each and every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm excited. I'm all the way over here at the Beehive. You see this background. You see this ambiance. You know I ain't home. Y'all used to me being home sometimes, but you know what? I ain't scared of COVID no more. I'm not scared, bruh. I ain't got no mask on. I'm raw dogging the oxygen. I'm raw dogging it. You hear me? Man, salute to all our viewers out there, man. P. Ryan Richmond High School, Florida City Homestead, in the Range of Coconut Grove, all the way down from the Keys, back up to Florida City, back up to North Broward, and all over the place, man. You already know what it is, man. Another episode, man. Before I even get too deep into it, man, this is that day that I don't like to speak on because I don't like speaking on death too much, man. But I'm going to say, man, this is a big day, you know, dealing with the whole Notorious B.I.G., one of the greatest hip-hop legends of all time, man. So we dedicating this episode to the greatest, one of the greatest, because I'm still a Tupac fan, one of the greatest that ever did it, man, who we lost very, very, very young, you know what I mean? But we can learn a lot from just his life, just saying, man, at the age that he left this planet, he got a lot done, you know what I'm saying? So, man, definitely salute to him, definitely praying for him and his family still, and just appreciating him and honoring him, man, for what he contributed to the whole hip-hop industry, man, and all that great stuff, man. Florida Boy Entertainment, you already know we're in here. Shout out to Vanna, shout out to Litty, shout out to Highly Unique Radio, who else, man? Cap'n Magazine, everybody who's involved in my movement and my organization, man. We talked about a legend to start the episode off, but I definitely want to salute the 69 boys who will be on our episode today, man. I'm very honored to have these guys on here, man. If it wasn't no 69 boys, it probably wouldn't be no grind mode. I'm just being real, man. I like Jesse already know, like when I talk about these guys who got something, my whole existence musically, man, I get excited, man, because I know how to be a fan when it's time to be a fan, you know. So definitely salute to them, the Uncle Al's, the 95 Souths, the Poison Clans, the Two Live Crews, all those, man, because they laid that pathway, man. Yeah, also Woman History Month. Salute to all the ladies, women, hustlers, entrepreneurs, newer mermaids, princesses, queens, empresses, all of y'all out there, man. It's all about y'all every day of the week, man. We just don't want to lock y'all into just a month. We want to lock y'all in every day, but especially this month, man. I think yesterday was International Women's month, day of the month or whatever, and it's just great to see how much women have put into our lives, not just being the mothers, the aunties, and all that type of stuff, but just actually just like breaking barriers, breaking records. Politically, they did a lot in the last even 6 months, man. Even down to the astronauts and things of that nature, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all women in so many ways, man. It just, you see what I'm doing right now? I'm rubbing my knees, because it's just something about a woman to make me rub my right knee. When I rub my right knee, I mean that in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want none of this video footage to come back later in 5 years and get me locked up just because I was rubbing my knee. I meant that in a respectful way, ladies. So shout out to all the ladies, man. It don't matter what your ethnic background or none of that is. Just being a woman, man, y'all really got it tough. Y'all really got it hard sometimes, man, being a lady in a man's world. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't mean nothing. It wouldn't mean nothing without a woman. And my James Brown voice. Y'all see them graphics at the bottom of the screen? That little team working, boy. You see this? Boy, we done came up. Boy, that thing say Litty with a boy. Willie, we done made it, Willie. Willie, come on back home, Willie. We done made it, Willie. It's looking, we done stepped it up, man. Shout out to Sid. Shout out to our little graphic team that's doing their thing in the background, man. I'm rocking with y'all, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna break protocol and I'm gonna come up because I want y'all to see this. Y'all see this? I create styles, man. Y'all look that up on Instagram. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Shout out to the young lady that's supporting me by sending me this gear. You need to send me some more shirts, mama, cause this thing feel good. Cause it's kind of chilly down here in Miami. I just want to throw that out there. You feel me? So, man, salute to you, man. Salute to everybody that got something to do with what I got going on. Salute to these people that's on my live right now. Laffy. I got people in Jamaica, Connecticut, LA, New York right now. They checking in. New Jersey. What's up? Miami, Florida, all that good stuff. I can't talk to y'all. Y'all distracted me, man. But yeah, man. Also, you see what it say? We got cups now. Let me zoom this in. Y'all see it. Wake Up Morning Miami. Wake Up Miami Morning Show. Tomorrow is Wednesday. You know what that is? That's Wealth Wednesday, man. That's what we about right now. Mocha Mommy. Mm-hmm. You need to send me some more coffee. Stop playing with us. But yeah, definitely, man. Wake Up Miami. We doing it real big on Video Mix, man. Got a bunch of different shows. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Also, let me read this because I ain't gonna go through all that. Coach Sharon, 1044 Pro. She got this energy drink. This energy bar that I'm about to try on the show when I come back with my guests. But it got a lot of organic stuff. It's an immune booster, electrolytes, detox, anti-aging. That's good because I'm kind of old in the face. You feel me? All natural energy bar. She wanted me to try this, man. So, man, salute to her, man. She mailed this to me. I'm interested. I'm always interested in trying new things, man. So you need to send me a box of these. Stop playing with us. It's a whole bunch of men over here. You're going to make all these men share a candy bar. You know how weird that look on TV? For me to share a candy bar with another man? Let's talk about it. You feel me? That's breaking man code, man. I can't share no candy bar. Nah, I'm just joking. But, man, salute to you, man. I appreciate you for supporting the movement and acknowledging me enough to even send me something, man. It's we coming through this All-Star weekend. I missed a lot of it. I'm gonna just be honest, man. I ain't the one that's riding the wave until we get up out this COVID situation. I ain't really going crazy about this whole a lot of the stuff. Super Bowl. I did check Super Bowl because you know I'm into them commercials. But yeah, the All-Star weekend, I just tried to stay COVID free. You know, salute to y'all that left from Miami to go up there to Atlanta and raw dog the oxygen and test it out. Stay away from me, man. Y'all took too many chances up there in Atlanta. I just mean, like, it ain't that important. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. You know, maybe, that's another reason I don't want Jesse around because I think he went up there, man. I really think he went to Atlanta, man. So just, Jesse, stay from around me, man, for real, man. All-Star weekend, I heard it was dope. But I overdosed on all the battle rappers that really went in this weekend, man. So salute to them, man. They had the super fight on Saturday. I checked that out with Tay Rock and Rum Nitty. Salute to Rum Nitty, man. Rum Nitty is just that one of my favorites, man. Definitely salute to Rum Nitty, man. He followed me on Instagram. He support my movement. I support his movement. Hopefully we gonna get an interview out of Rum Nitty. I'm calling you out right now. I know battle rappers be calling you out, but now you got a media person calling you out. Somebody down here in Miami, and we support you in Miami. Can I get you on my show, Rum Nitty? Please stop playing with me, man. Please, man. Come on the show, man. I ain't gonna ask you nothing complicated, man. I just want to support the movement, man, because you're one of my favorites, man. Sunday, I got a chance to check out a lot of the ladies because it was Kings versus Queens, and that battle rap situation was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because them women kind of put it on the guys this time. They ain't do as awesome as they did in part one, but part two, they really went in. Official, she went hard with the Tay Rock battle. A-Verb, nah, not so hot. I ain't hating A-Verb, but I'm just saying, like, you was supposed to come way harder than that with Miss Hustle, man. So, salute to Miss Hustle. She did her thing. Rap circles around it. Coffee Brown, Miss Coffee, I ain't even gonna lie. I rock the T-top, but man, you murdered that boy. Man, I'm saying this thing live on TV. This probably gonna get a lot of people to unfollow me. But Coffee got cheated, man. I don't care what them stats say on that app. I don't care what the The fans is mad. Coffee won. I'm talking about her second round was bananas, man. Like line for line. I don't need to watch it twice. Coffee murdered him. And I ain't gonna say it's a 3-0. She didn't 30 clip that boy. But she put in that work, man. Shout out to Miss Coffee, man. Shout out to everybody in San Bernardino. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast. The other battles, they was awesome too, man. Lady Flame, she did very well against JC. There was a couple more battles that I thought was really hot. I can't wait till they do it again. Jesse, are we ready for some videos? Man, I'm ready to go to some videos. We're going to talk more when I get back. We're going to talk about these movies that I watched in the last couple of days. We definitely got to talk about this Coming to America too. Man, when I come back, we're going to have Litty Willie. It's going down from the Litty show. That's my partner. We got big business that we trying to do, man. Let's get to some videos. What you doing here? Oh, I see them graphics. That's the first time I see. Now I see what you guys are doing here at Video Mix. Oh man, you keep doing stuff like that, I'm gonna have to use my white people voice. That's superb and stupendous, man. When I say A1 quality, man, us black people came a long ways, man. When you see graphics like that and know that African Americans are behind it, yo, hey man, welcome to March. But yeah, man, I'm no longer by myself. Mi hermano, oye papo, welcome to the show.
You speak better Spanish than me?
Yeah, I've been around a lot of Cubans, man. Like, what can I say? so we gonna jump right into it because we gotta speed real fast.
Got you.
The Litty show. Who are you, man? Like, talk about the name. I know what your name is, but for my viewers who have no idea who you are, let's talk about it.
Well, let me first start by saying, you know the vibes. That's a trademark.
Okay.
We gonna get that stamp. The Litty show. Before I start by talking about the Litty show, shout out to the Litty team. Shout out to Mr. 24. Shout out to Robbie Joe. Shout out to J3KR. Shout out to Chino. Shout out to BTS. Shout out to Vanna. Shout out to Vice City. Shout out to Mixmasters. Shout out to DJ Hayes. Shout out to everybody that put us on. I could be here forever thanking everybody. The Litty show started in my living room on my couch 4 years ago. Me and my brother. We were on live New Year's Eve 4 years ago.
Wow.
And we were really, really, really drunk. And we did that often for fun. And we just went live. And my brother he's one of those people that want to rap.
Right.
He's really good, but he's not consistent. He's very lazy.
Right.
So I told him, I was like, bro, there's a way we can get your music out here. Look how many people on our live just listening to us talk crap. I said, imagine we start a show, we just put all your music. And my influence was French Montana, back to the Coke Boyz DVDs.
Right. Oh, yeah. Boy.
Yeah.
We might be related. A lot of people don't know about that, but go ahead. I want to hear this.
Well, French, back in the days, French had the Coke Boyz DVDs, and he would play his music between the cuts and stuff like that.
That's real guerrilla marketing,
right? So people used to ask him, who's that? And he'd be like, that's me. So I told him, bro, no disrespect to French, because everybody knows that French is one of my idols. Shout out to the Bronx. I said, yo, let's bite French. Same thing. Ain't nobody doing that down here.
Right.
And 4 years ago, there's no podcast, nothing like that. Even Drink Champs was just coming up off the radio.
Right.
And shout out to Drink Champs, because that's one of my inspirations. And I said, let's do it. So I got him rapping a little bit. He's making tracks. We're doing our show. But like I said, my brother's not consistent. I love him. It's my little brother, but he's not consistent.
Right.
So the show kept going. People started coming. People started watching. And I'm doing this in my living room. I got people.
But you got people coming to the house?
Yeah.
The guests and everybody?
No, it wasn't no audience.
Oh, okay.
It was guests and their friends, and it kind of put a strain on my past relationship.
Right.
I got people coming in and out and this and that in the living room. But it was a good time. And the only problem we had was there was no cap. There was no, we would drink 2 bottles before the show.
Wow.
So we're just
Y'all was talking
spitting
for
nonsense.
y'all talking forever.
2 hours, 3
Unorganized.
hours. Unorganized. And people would come, and it was only live. It wasn't no YouTube, it wasn't nothing. We were just live. So fast forward, shout out to Mr. 24, 24hourhiphop.com. He seen what I was doing. And he says, you got something, but you got to fix something. And you got the biggest problem that's going to make it or break it. And I said, what? And he says, you drinking.
Right.
He says, it doesn't make sense. It's entertaining, but it doesn't make any sense.
Commercial break. It pays to have good people in your corner because a lot of people tend to have these yes men and yes men.
Far from that.
Let me tell you something. That's a point in your life that you're going to keep telling that part of that story.
Right.
That's going to continue on for history because I have like several of those. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to keep going, but that's an awesome moment because that turns you to either you're going to keep doing it the way you always did it, or you're going to turn and you're going to take that advice from somebody who really cares and sees the vision that you already have, but they're adding on to the vision. But go ahead.
Facts. Well, and like I said, shout out to 24 because 24, every direction he pointed me into, it worked.
Wow.
It wasn't easy. I'm not going to lie to you, because having a man talk to another man in the most, and I don't want to say disrespectful, but the most harsh, strict way to make me understand it, it ain't easy.
24 lets me know he doesn't care, and he cares at all. He cares about everything and doesn't care at the same time.
Facts.
So you can't just be around 24.
No.
Like, after being around him, like, you got to be the kind of person that can receive it. So shout out to 24, man, because he done gave advice around me, and I'm like, I get it. I get exactly what you're saying about him. But he means well.
He's the most giving and non-asking person in the world, bro.
For real.
No, I mean, he's literally been putting time, energy, and even money without asking for nothing. Like, he has put in so much things that I look at him, I'm like, I don't know how I could repay you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So fast forward to that, he tells me, I'm going to put you in the studio. Shout out to Mixmasters. That's going to be forever my home. Shout out to Hayes. We went in there. Hayes is the owner, DJ Hayes. And 24 is telling him about the show, this and that, and whatever. And Hayes is a very quiet person. He doesn't talk much. So I'm kind of intimidated because he's trying to tell him about my show.
Right.
And Hayes ain't responding to it too much. And he just, the last word he said was, let's see.
Right.
So 24 said the number one thing that made him want to jump on the show was consistency. For 2.5 years, we shot every Friday an episode of the show.
Right. Being
on vacation, no matter where it was at, we shot a show. So Friday I get there, we used to do Fridays, interview a person. My first big person was Flock. Shout out to Young Flock. Young Flock from Alapata. And I did the interview with him, and everybody was having a good time. But that drinking thing was still, it was still hindering over me because, at first I didn't see where I'm fucking up.
Right, messing up.
Messing up. Sorry. I didn't see where I'm messing up, and he starts telling me, watch your shows.
Right. Stop
doing the show.
And just find the issues in it too. That's important too.
And he said, watch it sober.
Right.
So I go back and watch episodes back in the day, and then I watched the episode in the studio. And he this is a point where he had reached to a point where he's telling me, if you don't stop doing what you're doing, I can't work with you.
Wow.
I can't work with you. So when
and that's a good person to have on your side.
Yeah. So I'm watching and I'm slurring.
Right.
And I'm going through a divorce at that time.
Right.
So I'm drinking out of depression. I'm drinking out of stress.
So you got issues.
Yeah, I had big issues.
Right. At least you honest about it, because some people don't even acknowledge the fact that they do have an issue.
Big issues.
Right.
Big issues.
Right.
So that goes well. We move from the couch to the studio, to the other studio, and then another blessing comes in, and we get a team.
Right.
So we start off with Jay. Shout out to Jay. Jay's everybody got a story on their team. Jay used to drive me all over the place when I was obliterated, where I can't even stand or walk. Jay never asked me for gas money. We live in Homestead. We're driving to Miami. Jay picking me up, taking me everywhere, doing all these events and stuff like that. So shout out to Jay. Robbie jumps on. You know Robbie Joe.
Salute to Robbie Joe, man.
You know Robbie
That's
Joe.
part of my history too, man. Minor history, but a major part.
Robbie Joe comes on and he takes the show looking like a C-class show
Right.
to cinematography.
Right, upgrade.
Yeah, so upgrade. So then we go from there, and season 5 we just kicked in the doors. DJ EFN, Deslot Piccolo, Briscoe, Gunplay, Hood Rat. I mean, the list is forever.
Yeah, you was consistent too.
Yeah,
I can say that.
And that's when people started believing, because we go from an episode to where we're sitting on the couch, and then we go into the studio, and now we're here. So yes, that's how the Litty show. It's a short story of it. It's been a lot of ups and downs the past 2.5 years. I've been really going through a big personal hump in my life. And I took shout out to Ish, because Ish was supposed to do my first interview, but Ish got busy, so I'm doing it with you. A lot of people look at you. A lot of people look at you on camera and they think that everything is good, everything is sweet, everything is beautiful. And they see the success growing. But the past 2.5 years, I can say that my show has been, or our show has been skyrocketing. But my personal inside has been just shooting to the floor.
Right.
Shooting to the floor. Just going through a divorce after 12 years with 2 kids.
Wow.
A breakup 3 different times and 3 different occasions in the past 2.5 years. Trying not to go back to my old ways with drinking out of depression, because I had problems with drinking. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Right.
I've had problems. I've been drinking since 13, so
right.
I had that problem, and then past year, I just say, you know what, you got to figure out a way to match that energy of your show, because people ain't gonna mess with you if you're toxic. They'll see the show, but then when you're in real life,
right.
I was at my heaviest. I was 272 pounds at 5'3".
You're conditioned now.
Yeah, and then shout out to my team.
Right.
It's only because of my team. I'm gonna tell you, my kids.
Right.
But outside of my kids in my personal life, my team, like, they're the ones that are there. They're not just there for work.
Right.
And being a host is kind of hard at the same time, because you can't let that get to you.
Right.
You can't let it get to you. Right. But we still the Litty show. We still get lit. We still have fun. We still do the thing.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, you dropping a lot of great things. I know we finna get into some videos in 2 seconds, but thank you for being transparent, because sometimes, and I can't press this enough, man, like people don't understand, like, even when I interview them, people don't understand how much you touch somebody else's life. You understand? Because sometimes you may not, it's just like church. You may not be, the preacher might not hit me with everything he's talking about, because he's talking about drugs, or he's talking about the prostitutes, and I might not be able to relate, but the person sitting next to me is.
Correct.
So some of these people that you're talking to, you're personally talking to them, and you're talking to the person that's inside them. So I thank you, bro, because you never know who you touching, man. Like, I'm gonna get into it when we come back after these videos, but the women, definitely salute to them. I won't even talk about a past guest by name, but I will say, fellas, man, stop putting your hands on these ladies, man. Like, one of my past guests, like, really opened up and was very transparent. And she's very honest too. But some of the pictures that I received is just a prime example. It ties back into what you're saying. You never know the abuse, because how she looks on Instagram is one way, but then somebody really brutalized this girl. Mm-hmm. You hear me? And this is the second person that has been on my show that spoke about domestic situations. So I'm saying that again, man. Come on, man. Like, control your temper, control what you got going on, fellas, because, man, like, it's easier to walk away than to deal with them court dates and the fact that you damaging the kids and the fact that you as a man. Like, and then you ain't a man no more. Once you get that title and that listen, that will never change. Listen, Jesse, I could barely hear you. Let's get to some videos. mic's hot, man. You know what it is, man.
I see you mobbing
You
over
see it.
hot. Let's go.
You see it.
Let's
You
mob.
see all this
Let's
bouncing
crawl.
around. You see that chicken. You know what I'm talking about? Look, hey, welcome back to the Litty Show. I just was showing you video clips of Respect My Grind. Oh, wait a minute. See, I'm losing my mind. This is Respect My Grind Live. That's the Litty Show. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get it confused because me and bro been around each other way too much. And now I don't even know where I'm at. It's like a parallel universe.
You gotta start saying that Litty grind.
Yeah, man, I don't even know, bro. You gotta respect my lit. Respect my littiness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, it's crazy, man. Salute to everybody that's supporting what he does, respecting what I do. Oh yeah, this hot sauce, Taylor's Ultimate. I haven't tasted this one, but this is yours. Jalapeno sauce, man.
Oh, it's lit.
So I don't know if you want to make some tacos or whatever the case.
Chicken wings.
Jesse,
chicken
your sound went out. I don't know, whatever you did, whatever button you hit. Let's get it back because I think you wanted to ask him a question.
Yeah, I had a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to welcome you on board. Chaos has been telling me so much about you guys, man, and I'm loving the movement. I just love the look of what you guys are doing. I'm going to take some time and kind of dive a little bit more into kind of getting to know you all a little bit better on the episodes and stuff like that. But I definitely just want to salute you guys and what you have going on. And I really love that you guys we're doing some leveraging of each other's platforms right now. You know what I'm saying? We're working together. We're showing how and it was interesting how you opened up about your time and kind of some of the growth you've been going through personally. I even noticed that in watching the Drink Champs myself early on. Drink Champs, although it's a lot of fun and everything like that, but there's a lot of kind of when you're high and you're drinking, yeah. You kind of see it now. They kind of reined it in a lot more, and I think it's better that way. So I think I definitely applaud you on getting things together, and you'll be better for it. So I salute you on that.
Appreciate it.
Man, listen, man, we definitely support the comeback. Fatherhood. How has it changed you, bro? Like, because me and you talk about our kids, but you first off, is your son done with being suspended? Is he back on this gaming situation?
Nah,
you gotta watch the Litty Show, and then you gotta come back to this question so you can understand. Cause some of y'all gonna be confused. But go ahead. Is he done? Is he back into the world?
Nah, he's off PlayStation.
They kicked him off permanently?
Yeah, he's indefinitely. He's not even suspended. Indefinitely.
He out of there.
And he tried to play. He said, "Oh, I wrote a bad word by mistake."
Nah, you did.
No, but then he called his old girl and it was like, I cursed on there. Me and her split and it's still fresh, so we ain't talking much.
Right.
So she hit me up and she's like, sorry to bother you, but your son was cursing. I said, nah, he wrote his curse. She said, no.
Yeah. They caught him up, man.
Yeah.
So see, he out of there. So he like punishment. That's the real punishment. Him getting taken away from that. So
I ain't take nothing from him.
Yeah, man. You ain't have to, man.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But you got a little princess. You got a little future king. How has that affected you? How has that changed? Talk about it.
Man, it's been so many levels. Like when my son was first born, I didn't have nothing. Like I actually was dating a girl. My ex, she was 18. I was 21, and she was still in high school, and she didn't want to move to New York. I wanted to move back to New York. This is back in 2008, and there was no money down here.
Right.
So I moved to New York, making back in 2008 20 in one job and 12 in the other job. That's decent money.
Right.
21. And a month later, not even 3 weeks later, I'm pregnant. So it's either be a long distance dad from New York, move back down.
Wow.
I moved back down. I was making $8.25 an hour, and I ain't never cried out of pain, emotional pain, probably since I was a kid, going through what I was going through growing up, until 8 months into her pregnancy, and I said, bro, how am I going to provide making $8.25 an hour?
Wow.
And
life hits fast.
Bro. and I just worked my way up personally. I don't talk about it much, but you know what? I'll give it to you on your show. I'm a director of a security company. And nobody knows this on my show. I'm giving this to you.
Okay, you're getting that uncut raw. Go ahead.
I'm a director of a security company, but I started off as a security officer. Overnight, daytime, this, that, and the other, moved all the way up. So now I could literally provide for me, my ex-wife, and my kids without even having her to work.
Wow.
So everything I did was always a level up for me. But sorry, I'm going off topic.
No, I'm listening.
The dad thing, they've always given me the strength to do better and make sure that I'm not mediocre. I'm not doing just regular stuff. And my kids are not easy and they're expensive. My son's like his mom. He holds a lot in. He don't talk much. I gotta beat it out of him. My daughter's like me, where she's very vocal. I don't treat my daughter like daddy's little princess.
Tough on her.
I treat my daughter like my son and my son like my daughter.
Right.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but
Right.
I'm trying to build her up to be ready for this world, because us guys ain't easy, and we're manipulative as hell when it comes to women. So I want her to see through all them games, all that drama, and have her know, my dad's on YouTube, bro. Like he talks junk all day long. Like
right.
them games and them words ain't for me. But it's been hard the past year with them and this whole situation that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I could see, I'm gonna get personal. People don't understand, like, you gotta try. Broken homes, like all that nonsense. I call it nonsense. And if you want to argue, you can argue about it. There's no such thing as co-parenting and this and that. That is a secondary thing that you should be able to figure out if it happens, but you should not be open and accepted towards that. You should be trying your best to keep your family together, because broken homes do cause trauma.
They do. And
I'm watching it firsthand in front of me.
And you don't know how long they're going to last.
Right.
You heard me? I'm a product of it. You know what I mean? And my situation has been split up in a lot of different ways. I never watched my parents be together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because they both was on drugs or whatever the case may be. But my grandparents, I watched them be together, and the abuse, the disrespect.
Yeah.
But how great my grandfather was, it was amazing. But
it still causes something.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then you have to pick and choose as a child, and it sucks. You know what I mean? Like, who you want to go with, who you want to deal with, who you can trust, and you don't have all the evidence, and you're not grown enough to understand it. So it is tough, man. Definitely prayers and shout outs to you, man, because you're going to get through it, bro.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
sure.
I mean?
For sure.
But at least you're still involved. Like, how many fathers that me and you know, because it got too tough, they ran or they ducked it, or they rather, you know what, let me let the system raise them, because I see it close to me.
I ain't never turned my back on my family, never.
But now, business. You got a lot going on. So you got, the 9-to-5 situation, the business going on. But with this, one thing I did want to ask you about the podcast situation. I know y'all was talking trash, and it built up to this, and it really evolved after like 100 episodes. Yeah. Let that be known. Like, it wasn't like no 4 or 5 episodes. But since then, what made you even want to channel all that energy into artists? Like, what is that about? Like, what are you getting out of that?
Okay, so my personal perspective is there's a lot of podcasts, there's a lot of shows. And shout out to Drink Champs, because like I said, they're one of my biggest inspirations. There's a lot of podcasts and interviews and stuff like that where, they look for drama.
Right.
They look for, and the only people that are going to watch that are people that are looking for drama. I want to interview an artist and show their fans and people that don't know them the good side of them.
Right.
The realistic side of them. The show started off, and I didn't say this in the beginning, the show started off as the Brothers Grimsby show.
Oh, right. Okay,
and then from the Brothers Grimsby show, it went from the Brothers Litty show. And then 24 killed my dream and took everything out, and now it's just the Litty show. I'm just messing with him. But the brothers word was always important to me because every guest that came on, I wanted to have a family vibe to it where, like, you know, it's barbershop talk. You're sitting with your cousins
Right.
and the table and y'all drinking, playing dominoes, whatever. I wanted to be like a wholesome feeling where everybody is just vibing on a good time. So when
Right.
your fans are watching you, they see a nice positive image of you. They don't sit there and be cringy about all the, you know, oh, you were in jail or you cheated on this one, oh, you got shot, blah 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 blah. And even if we talk about things that lead to their negativity, I kind of still try to brush it off and make it funny
Right.
because I don't want negativity. Like our motto for our show is ego free. We're
Right.
an ego free zone. We don't want egos. Don't come in there being a gangster. Don't come in there being a killer. Don't come in there being the richest person in the world. We want you to be human.
Right.
Human as possible because we
Right.
all bleed red and we all get dug in the same hole when we die.
Right. I know we got to get back to some videos, and I know 69 Boys is coming up. I know we got your information at the bottom, but I still want you to say it. Like, how do people get in contact with you?
So y'all can follow us on Instagram, The Litty Show. My name is Litty Willie. You can follow me on Instagram. 24-hour Hip Hop TV. To watch all our episodes, all you got to do is go to YouTube and type in The Litty Show. And all the episodes are there. High quality, no boo-boo stuff. You can see your nostrils. Shout out to Chaos. Chaos was a very, very dope interview. And I'm not talking that because I'm on his show. Numbers don't lie. I got text messages and phone calls. So I thank you so much. Like I told you on the interview, I'm not gonna call you a legend like you don't want to be called, but I am gonna tell you that you did something. You did something good. And you know, people. We from South Dade. I came to Homestead in 2003, and being from South Dade, you know, you're a legend, and you don't want to hear it, but we looked up to you. We looked up to your music,
I
and
appreciate it.
it's very surreal to be sitting here. I'll be more starstruck sitting with you than sitting with somebody that's famous that I don't know from another city. So thank you for what you did for Dade County, and thank you for working together with me. And we're gonna work together, bro. I'm telling you, we're gonna be a host our own show one day. Like,
we gonna keep sketching it out until we get it.
facts.
I'm gonna let you before we go to this video. I want you to do one thing, but I don't want to forget about Captain Fantastic. I watched that on Netflix. If y'all don't know about Captain Fantastic, it's this dude who's like real hippie-ish. Him and his wife. They got like 6 kids. They living in the woods. They don't want to deal with the government and all this other kinds of stuff. It's very funny, very weird, very odd. They living off the land, killing deer, hunting, all that kind of stuff. They don't need electricity, none of that. You feel me?
Living off the land.
Yeah, and then the wife dies, and from some type of mental issues that she had, and there's a lot of twists and turns in the movie. Y'all gotta check that out though, man, because at the end, like in her will, she wants certain specifics in there instead of a regular funeral, and it's funny, it's interesting, man. Y'all check that out. Can't get up out of here without saying Wentworth, man. I finally finished
stuff, man.
all the way up to 8 seasons, man. It took me a while to finish. I'm telling you, I'm addicted to Orange is the New Black, man. So for me to get through Wentworth, man, I can't believe what happened on the end of the 8th season. 9th season is the final season. I can't wait to watch that.
You've been legit talking about that since the first time we met.
Yeah, man, because I'm addicted, bro. Like, you know what? I got a real bad addictive spirit, but that's neither here nor there. Coming to America, I'm gonna have to watch it 2 more times, bro, because I liked it, but it's still some things that I'm like, I gotta ease into it, man, because you know what it is? I love part 1 so much, and religiously I have that movie memorized. That's another one of those movies. So I don't know, I gotta watch it again, man.
I liked it.
Before we go into the next segment, I want you to do this, and then we're gonna come back.
Got you.
I need you to look into that camera, and you gave so much advice to these guys that are on the other side of the camera. But I want you to do this. Take 60 seconds or less, and give some new guys some advice, man. I don't care. They might be, having alcoholic issues. They might have certain abuses or demons within their closet. Man, get them some positive advice, bro.
Don't let stress get to you. Find an outlet and let it go. That's let it go. Don't harbor any kind of negative energy. Don't harbor any kind of hate. If you let it go, you will move further. You have to just let it go. And then as men, I know it's hard because we got pride and this, that, and the other. Like I said, I never turn my back on my family. Let it go. Move on. Swallow your pride. Be a better man and move on, man. That's it. I can tell you, substances are not the answer.
Right.
Don't drink and smoke out of depression. Drink and smoke out of celebration.
Right. And man, and then you got so many pluses from it, man. Like you did have some weight on you. You got me motivated actually to get back. And that's not a shot. That's not me flexing or nothing. That's me saying like, man, you got me hyped, bro. Like you literally get up and those little, you think it ain't nothing to post those little videos in the morning and pictures and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's alarm clocks to those that do actually watch you and say, dang, let me hurry up and get 10, 15 minutes in or 30 minutes in. So,
I've never heard that many. Yeah, people are telling me that, and it's really dope. Like, people are telling me, yo, so I'm really trying to work out.
Nah, don't stop, because we see the transition from where you were and then where you at. I haven't been there for the whole ride, but to see it, dog, you got me, like, super hyped. And then, like, now I'm back really on my, 8 bottles of water a day and stuff like that, trying to detoxify, stuff like that.
That's
and
it?
Get more. Yeah, man. Yeah, I need to do more, but
I'm on a gallon a day.
Yeah, man, but you know that's about that. But anyway, man, Jesse, are we ready for some videos, man, so we can get back, in motion?
Yeah, we ready.
Tell Jesse play some French. Tell Jesse
Let's
play some
get
French.
it, man. You already know.
Let me find some French for him. Let me find something real quick.
Yeah, we gonna play some French, man, only because it's by request, man. King Litty in the building. You already know what it is.
Listen to French so much.
We definitely got to come back, and when we come back, we coming back with 69 boys on deck.
Let's get it.
Let's get this in motion, man. I'm hyped. Stay dreaming, gotta get at me. I'm gonna start doing karaoke on my show, man. That's gonna be my next thing.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, for real. Unless we just gonna close out with some French.
Yeah.
Cause usually you be on point.
Yeah, I threw a gear in the grind.
Nah, you ain't stopping nothing. He a G with his.
I threw a gear in the grind.
If he don't get it now, he gonna have it lined up. Trust me.
70 pounds in 5 months. No excuses, y'all. Go to the gym. Drink more water.
This is crack. One of the worst.
I'm on this 1044 Pro. Listen, I got so much energy right now. I don't even want to play no games. I just want to introduce my next guest. I don't even know how to sit still. Part of that is because Miss Sharon 5 got me so hype about this candy bar, but I'm so hyped because I'm the biggest fan, and now I get to interview these guys. I don't need a Tootsie Roll. I need some Bengay because my knee's bad when I was trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just showed me I ain't young no more. Like, I need a little cane when I do that. Hey, man. Hey, bring these guys on, man. I'm ready to get to it, man. You already know what it is. Man, what's up, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One thrill the player checking in. What's good, my brother?
I'm super excited to have you on, bro.
Hey, man, we glad to be here, man. Fast Cash couldn't make it tonight, but I'm here to represent.
You got audio on your side. I'm trying to get all this. What's good, bro?
Hey, man, good and happy to be here. Shouts out to you. Shouts that's Litty on the cam. What we got going on down here in Florida?
Man, just being excited watching them videos that set the tone for dance music, man. You're a part of that. You're a part of that era that set the tone for the whole dance era and the pioneer of Florida hip hop. You feel me?
Hey, man, and grateful to be that. Shouts out to all the fans that helped take us to #1, helped take Tootsie Roll to the longest running single in the history of the hip hop charts, and as well as the second ranking single in the history of the Billboard rap charts, man. So we thank everybody for that. Oh, and the second longest running single of any chart in Billboard. singles chart. So appreciate the fans for that.
Man, that's a lot of accomplishments, man. Like in just that one line, you said a lot, bro.
Hey, man, yeah, just that one song. That's a yeah. Always grateful for that, man. From the DJs to the people that it takes kind of a involvement from coast to coast, nationwide, worldwide, to take a song to such heights, especially with an independent label, independent artist pushing out there on that grind, doing 2 and 3 shows a day just to get our message out to the people. But yeah, no, I never take that for granted, man. The fan support, the DJ support, the people support.
Man, that's major, man. So check it out, man. I know it probably exists somewhere in Google, but why I'm a Google when I got you here with me? So I want to ask you, even though it seems obvious, where's the 69 boy name came from?
Hey man, back when we came into the industry, it was 95 South. It was a lot of number names, but we wanted to push the envelope a little bit. Of course, being from the hood, repping the hood, it was, hey man, what we got going on around here? And back then, it wasn't like it is now. Like now, with the battle for supremacy in every hood, it's a little more violent now. Back then, it was about going to the club, hollering at female dancing, having so 69 it was in back then. So of course we had to borrow the name and take it where we took it.
That was the most honest answer I could have got. and you made my life better.
Straight up, appreciate it.
Man, you know it's love, man. Um, Uncle Al, Gucci Crew 2, Disco Rick, Poison Clan, Two Live Crew, all those play a role in the grind mode puzzle pieces. When I did
Right.
interviews, I don't care what part of the country I've been in, I've always said that you could pull it up. It's a fact. So even the first time I got around you, I think me and you was in Tallahassee. I think we had a show to do, and you done booked us a couple of times. I say, man, this man don't know how important he is to my creation. You know what I'm saying? Like musically. So man, like I'm big on giving roses while somebody here, man. So I just definitely want to say, man, I'm just happy to, cause this is the first time I got to chop it up with you. Me and you got each other number. We talk, but it's different when it's like, man, I get to actually interview you, man, and this still goes in my collection of my greatest because I've JT Money, I got him on speed dial. Luke, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are still the ones I respect the most because you came through that chitlin circuit. You came through them little rusty broke down vans, hitting city to city, town to town. You literally are a pioneer and a trailblazer to this. So it don't. I'm not one of the little young guys that need to see you with 100 chains on to respect you. I know what you did, and sometimes people like you don't get that credit that you deserve. So I know you're gonna live to be 3,000 years old. I'm never gonna be at your funeral because you're gonna probably pass away in the year 3080. So I'm gonna talk like I'm at the funeral now. You know what I'm saying? And say, dog, man, I got so much love and respect for you, bro. Like for real.
Oh man, I appreciate it, and it goes both ways, because during my years in radio, well, I still do radio. Took a leave to get back on this road and pursue this new project that we're working on. But we've had you and the whole crew on my radio show, and during those times, it was an inspiration for y'all to come and bless me because when my movement, simmered down, and I went to radio before I was even back doing recording music. You guys came through and inspired me with the music that you were putting out. So being able to do the 10 radio to the team plus genre and y'all been through on fire, that helped me to learn how to rebrand myself and to tackle the second quarter of what it is that I was doing and am doing now in the music industry. So the love goes both ways.
Man, I appreciate it, man. And I took a lot of pages out of y'all book. I was a student of the game. I got to watch the this and that and 95 South. Um, 69 Boys, like all y'all in that pocket, especially in the North Florida region. And then I tried to mimic it by, doing the ball greasy, COA baby, under surveillance, dunk riders, what I mean, going on the road and recreating that same movement. So that come out a page out of y'all book that y'all laid. So man, salute to that. Was it that easy? Here's my question. Was it that easy to put all that together? Because when I watch like K Nuck and all y'all do videos together, was it that easy?
No, man. Honestly, it is how it is now. It may seem like like an NFL team, like come to work, and they get along within that clock. One of the things that kept our music uh, so hot is that we were always at odds in some way with 95 South. We knew how to come together and work together, but growing up in the same city, being from sides of town, it was just always at some point a push or pull. We got along for business. We got along off the clock, but we knew what we had to do for business. So whether it was putting a record out and then putting it out as an independent, you have to remember in the early 90s, the only voice we had, which was the YouTube of the time, was Video Jukebox. Because if it
Mm.
came from the whole industry believing that it was DOS effects, it's special ed, it's Run DMC, it's just that. And what Video Jukebox allowed us to see was, well, look, they telling us all these acts are hot. But when we go over here, we see Uncle Luke with 2 million views. We see 69 Boys. They just dropped last week. 2 weeks ago, they up to 500,000, and these videos got 200,000, 300,000 views. So the first thing they had to do was get that Video Jukebox took off the TV because it was telling the truth. And you can't sell stockholders on, stuff
That's
like
a
that.
fact.
So anytime you
That's a
got that
fact.
going on, and then we had the two major distributors, Selecto Hits and Southwest Wholesale. So we would have to go and pick up music and go sell it, but we would have to go to those meetings at Circuit City, at Best Buy, at Blockbusters, all those, sit down with Handelman and get our product into Walmarts. All those different things we had to sit down and do. But so I won't say it was easy at all, but it was worth it.
Man, I see, man. This is Litty. He got one of the biggest shows out of Miami. I think he had a question for you. I'm gonna pitch it to him because he interview a lot
Okay.
of big names down here. You seen I just was on his show. Take it away, bro.
And it's nerve wracking, man, because you're one of the big ones in the industry, man, and I gotta thank you for what you did for Florida. Like you built a big, the bass music thing is just that, it's its own genre. You have to have, they have drill music, they have, backpack music, bass music. So uh, I just want to know, when did you know, or what made you know that we global, like we actually did it?
Right, right. Well, first of all, salute to you, man. You got a great looking show, bro. Keep up doing what you're doing, man. You giving hey, the drink champs hell already. So keep doing what you're doing. But
Appreciate it.
with us, man, it for me, the no for me, whether it was with 69 Boys or anybody, was I won my fifth grade talent show. I was doing Rappers Delight, and I won the talent show. That was my first trophy. So from there, I always knew I wanted to be a professional player, professional wrestler, or a musician. So I just honed that craft. I in my hometown Jacksonville, my godfather, who really raised me as a dad, like Big Al, we had the largest the independent record store in the state. So a lot of the acts would come through Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, all the Uptown acts, and then H Town. Luke would send his acts up through our retail store, and I was the one responsible for taking all the acts around to meet the distributors, the local distributors, the wholesale marketers, and the whole nine. And a lot of times I would spend time with those groups for a whole day. But I'm saying all that to say this: my success in is God, but I was able to take the time before I came in to learn how to work. So when I mapped out my plan, it was almost like watching the dominoes fall. It was, of course, it's a certain amount of the stars lining up and God blessing you. I won't say, look, God blessing you. But after that, it's just a hurry up and go. So I felt strongly coming out the gate that if we did it right, based on what about the industry and what, if you could make people juke, then it should do pretty well. But once it took off in Daytona Beach in 1994, spring break weekend, Black Beach, we down there handing stuff out, and we rented a Winnebago, took I think 5,000 cassette singles down there, and just all just passing them out. Had every car playing it, everybody was playing it. And that is when we knew, because when we went back home, it was everywhere. It was spreading, and people was calling for us to come and do stuff. So hey, man, and along with the fact that the label that our label partnered with was owned by the grandson of Jack, who at the time had the biggest music convention and was probably the most influential man in radio that wasn't owned by a major company. So that created a lot of avenues for us to walk our record through a lot of doors, because Jack the Rapper at the time was the biggest convention in the industry. That's the Rip It Record Son. So we had opened door acts, Jack the Rapper.
Man, that's crazy, Jules, man.
Genius, because he used what he was working with, and you made it work, and I salute you for that, because you weren't just doing a job, you were taking notes, and proof is in the pudding. You used what you learned, and obviously it worked.
Oh yeah, man. Blessings, yeah, definitely, man. And more importantly, Dan, because I tell people it's apples, it's all fruit. Coming from the streets, it was easy for me to adapt to music. The concept was the same. I never been the dude when I was in the streets that I had to be the plug. Volume was always my thing. I need lots of volume so I can keep the volume rotating. So if I ain't got this package, if I got the people, I'm still winning. So while we was at one, we might have had our price at 55, $500, because we needed to hit nightclubs in the cut where the two artists could be Bone Thugs and they may be booking at 20,000, but it can't really hit Coat Backwoods, Georgia. This at this number respectful. So we would show over here with Hammer in Pine Bluff at 8 o'clock. We'll do. I remember one day we did a show at 4 o'clock in Birmingham. Carter Plain did a show with Hammer at 8, which we didn't go on to 10, and then Flu did another show in South Carolina at 2 to 1:30 that night. But along when you got that kind of real time, and then you're applying the principles of the street along with what you've learned, and more importantly, in faith, you're moving forward. Meaning this: when I started my career, I told God, like, I'm gonna just make, because when we was Jets, we wanted to see Luke and Two Live, but we couldn't, because they couldn't come to our school. They was too grown for us. So when we made music, I said, God, if you just let me succeed, I'll keep it clean, I'll keep it fun, and I'll keep the people just dancing and having a good. That'll be my sacrifice to show you that I appreciate
Wow.
it. Not that cutting with deals I get you anywhere, but I put all those things together and just went for broke.
Man, I know we got to cut to some videos, but I got a question. This a childhood question, but a marketing question. There's no Instagram, no Twitter, no Facebook, no MySpace, no TikTok at that time. Y'all used to have 7,000 billion trillion people at y'all video shoots. How many flyers did you talk to me about that 30 seconds. Tell me how y'all made that happen. Because every one of y'all videos have 100 billion people at it.
Oh man, it's no different than see, when you number one in the country, or number one in your block, number one in your number one, gonna always get the crowd pull. So all we had to do, and I'm saying that to say we can't take credit for like having a bunch of people. We'll put the word out there, and because we was hot on the destination with the hot girls in the hood, the hot girls will spread the word, hot boys will spread the word. But then that Tootsie Roll video, making sure we was in the right place at the right time at Black Beach Weekend, at Freak. The people are already there. I look back to this day, Lord, it's a miracle that we started the video. We just started shooting the video, Tootsie Roll video in Freak. And as we walked through the streets, more people, it just looked like a Tiger Woods after he won the championship. People just coming from everywhere following us at Freak. So some of that stuff is just
Wow.
unexplainable.
Man, I always had that question in my head, and every time I ain't even got a chance to ask you that on the phone, bit, bro. Like, I'm like, man, how did y'all make that happen? You couldn't tweet that out. You could, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so crazy, bruh. Me and you did speak about how the internet exists now, but it didn't exist in like just say your era. But that word of mouth still was powerful because, man, when you look at your videos, man, it's 7 zillion people there. And you ain't tweeted out.
Right.
And the guy to girl ratio was crazy too,
Right.
because there was more girls than guys. like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you
Man.
had to be there back then. Now people sit at home, they don't even hardly go outside. But you had it then, you can best believe that. But
You know the vibe, we back, man. Shout out to the Beehive, shout out to Don Mega, man. Thank you for having us today. Respect my grind.
Man, you know what it is, man. Wake Up Miami Morning Show, man. Y'all tune in tomorrow morning. You need that 1 hour. You heard me? I know I don't have a lot of time with you, so I'm gonna be zooming real fast as I can with some of these questions. One of the funniest songs in the whole world to me is still "What You Want for Christmas." Hey, y'all created something that's gonna be laughed at forever, bro. You had to laugh at yourself. Look, hey, y'all thought outside the box on everything. Go ahead.
oh man, trust me, it was for us, it was always about, because we'll do a record and then do the answer record. We'll have the answer record already ready. Like, so with the Christmas record, it wasn't nothing but just capitalizing on the moment and the vibe. But I wanted to say something about what we were talking about before, and say this to encourage artists, because we was talking about video jukebox and MTV and all that stuff. Now artists, it really is hard now, because imagine, respect mine, and imagine Litty's show as a faucet with water. And all of these websites are telling y'all, hey man, y'all got good water. Come with us, turn your water on, and we're gonna make sure it run down on all the people. But you got, let's say, YouTube, you got Instagram, you got all these people, and they got everybody in the industry believing that they dropping music and that the world is hearing it. Where if the world was hearing it, why would we need to buy sponsored ads for you to open up the spigot so more people can hear it? So I'm saying that to say this. I want all the artists to be encouraged out there. If you're only getting 600 views, know this. Just because you put it on the internet, that don't mean they letting 6 million people see it. It may only be 6,000 people that they got your son until you buy a sponsored ad, then speak it a little bit more, and now Litty hitting more, but he got to keep spending money for them to open the spigot all the way up, and that's not a good representation of what the internet is, because it makes you believe that you're marketing to everybody, never paying attention that, oh, well, if I buy a YouTube sponsorship or I buy a sponsored ad over here, they're opening up more people to me. So these people have never heard my project. And now you have a person like a Drake, where it's to their advantage to make sure when he turned the spigot on, millions of gallons of water come out, because whether it's Dave Chappelle or Drake, it could switch and be to their advantage to let them do it. But everybody else over here thinking they playing on equal playing field, and they not. So I wanted to say that in comparison to the difficulties of then versus the difficulties of now, to let these cats know I don't shortchange nothing they going through, because I see the game that's being ran on them. You know, I was looking at the charts today, speaking with my partner GCB. The had an artist chart at number 20 something on the streaming chart, maybe 25, 26, and he did 43,000 in revenue in streams in the past week on in streams. Well, here's my thing. He did closer to 35,000. I'm sorry, 35,000 in revenue on streams. But imagine this. He's getting paid on 0.006% of a penny.
Right.
That's not even a full penny, but it's a dollar in every dollar made. So that means, let's say if this artist is featuring and he made 43,000 off streams this week, then he's paying him and Drake off a fraction of a penny, 9 cents. So I understand the difficulties of what's going on out here today, and I want the artist to understand. I understand it as well.
Man, that's crazy, man. And you did come up in a good era. It still had its own rough parts, man. But you won a lot, man. Especially with the soundtracks. We just played one of your videos, and I'm like that did Dr. Little. I mean Dr. Doolittle. You did the Bad Boy situation. Man, what's that like to even get on them soundtracks, man? Because they do extend the life of your single. Talk about that.
Oh yeah, man. Those movie soundtracks are great, and we did several soundtracks, and was blessed to have the first or second single off of all of them. And it's just a different thing. For example, like you was talking about how y'all get those people at the videos. Well, the Woof Woof that you just played, that was a video that we shot as a part of a soundtrack. So the budget was there. We shot that, I think, on the actual Paramount Studios, and they bought the extras and all that. But those are paid budgets. That's going from Ashley to Classic there. But they put those budgets out there, and it's just work, and it all works out. And another thing too, that Dr. Doolittle, it was a for us because even though I heard reps from Atlantic on the phone lining us up shows to perform in front of thousands of people because they may have needed the next station to come on, which was the Are You That Somebody record that came after that. So if that artist is just coming out and don't necessarily have the value of a 69 Boyz, and you put 69 Boyz out there, yeah, it's kind of pimping the group a little bit, but we always looked at it as, look, we just went from 5,000 seat arenas to 15. Killing the show, we gaining fans. So soundtracks have its.
Man, that's amazing. Just even to know that even the way you think, man, that's a major situation, man, because you know that them soundtracks is putting you in to different demographics. Every time you drop on a soundtrack, that's a different pocket of people that you probably were unfamiliar with, or they were unfamiliar with you. So if you did a Dr. Doolittle, that's more like the rated G to rated PG-13, and they gravitated to you, and then boom, you got a whole nother selection that ain't from Duval, ain't from Florida, ain't from the Southeast region. Now you got people that's in Alaska, the UK, you know what I mean, Australia, right?
People that never even listen to hip hop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, trust me, it was. Hey, I felt that the first time they to come to Russia and do a show, I was like, oh yeah, so let's get it.
Man, that Duval boy said Russia. Boy, that boy, I know you had 40 different jackets on, 100 hoodies, mink glasses on. I know you weren't ready for that, big bro.
Bro, and they had it was early 90s, so this state, it was St. Petersburg, Russia. They were just coming from like communist, and they were switching over. So this was like one of the first concerts where they had, bro, when I tell you, it was the number tally at the concert, the whole city came out for this event. It was 300,000. From the stage, you see the end of the people down there. And of course, we sing it in English. They just so happy to be out. I sung the Oscar Mayer Baloney song live on stage. This is no lie. I was like, my baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR. It was like, it's crazy the whole song, but it was good. But I tell you what,
Stop playing.
when we got out there, man, we got out that plane, but it was so many gun rifles. Boy, them people, they weren't about no foolishness over there. We got over there, did that show. They had it for about a week. I rode around, saw the buildings. After we did the show, about the third day, the fourth day, I just spent my own money. I was ready to go, man.
Nah, that's funny, man.
I got an entertainment question, and I don't know if I'm allowed to ask it on here because I know we got a little bit of a censor. Craziest Freaknik story.
Man, Freaknik is such a special place and special vibe, man. All the stories, like, and see, for me, any wild stories is going. I guess the wildest story would be hitting one of my homeboy girls, because back then, your homeboy back then will argue over his first string girl, his second string girl, and his third and fourth string girl. I used to be like, man, you can't go with everybody, man. One of them is your main. I'm gonna respect that. The rest of them, they gonna get it like Drake. So back then, it was some wild nights because them girls used to want to be with who they wanted to be with. They might have came with Bobby, but they wanted to be with Ralph, or they might have came with Ronnie, but they might want to be with Bobby. So, the girls gonna get to where they want to go, and I was happy to accommodate them all.
Man,
Accommodate them
man,
all.
that's crazy. So I know we pushing for time. I do want to know, like, real short and sweet, man, what you got coming up next, man, because you done survived a lot of eras musically, man, and just even like one decade is a whole century in music. You know what I mean? Especially if you could be relevant, man. So right now, I just really want to know what we into. Are we in the real estate? Are we in the business? You in the merchandising? Like, are you still doing music? Like, talk to the fans.
Yeah, we're in the music, man. Y'all get on right now and follow Get Busy. This record is a magical record. It's produced by DJ LB and the Bassheads. The record is called Get Busy. It's a record that we dropped. Well, initially on this is our first studio album dropping in 20 years, called The Notorious Bass. The COVID hit, so we pushed the release back. We released the record with Luke and JT Money called Junk in the Trunk, but we had to push because the COVID hit. We couldn't get out and do. Long story short, we dropped the new thing, Busy, where the TikTok audience, all the dancers, all the people that those dance crews, they go out, they spend money on their hair, their nails, their outfit, but they didn't get the exposure that we felt they deserved. So we said, how can we give back and make the next single not just about something fun for the people, but to highlight some of the people. So all the dance teams start sending in their videos. We posting more up on YouTube this week. Some are up now. Y'all go follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and you follow the Get Busy movement. It's coming and it's happening right now. Get busy. 69 Boyz.
Again, I appreciate you for your time. I can't wait till you get down here. So we can run you through some of these circuits, man. I definitely got to get you on this Litty show. But before you get out of here, I always press every artist to do this, and I need this from you because, as you know, we got a lot of inmates that's watching. We got a lot of people that's in the projects and in the hood that's still on Section 8. A lot of unfortunate situations for some families out there simply for the fact that COVID has brought them almost under. So we have some young people that's watching you that want to be the next 69 Boyz. They want to be the next, they want to have that next Tootsie Roll. Can you look in this camera and talk to that little 13-year-old boy that really don't even want to live to see tomorrow, man, because he know he love music, but life is beating him apart, bro. Talk to that young man.
Hey, let me tell you something. To all the young men, all the women out there striving, the boys, the girls, everybody, listen. Anytime you think about ending it, you're not killing your past. Your past has already lived. That's what you done made it through. That's what's got you there thinking about the problems. You killing your future. And the future is always something that can turn around. Matter of fact, you ain't even lived it yet to see what it's gonna bring. So don't give up on your future. Never give up on your future. Do what that you was came to do. what you came to do. And also to anybody out there with a dream, you know what dream God put in your heart. Don't get sidetracked by trying to live somebody else's dream, looking at the next man. Oh, I'm gonna do that now. Oh, I'm gonna do that now. No, the combination that's gonna unlock your lock is the combination God give you and gave you for your life. Use that combination. Don't worry about everybody else's combination, and do what you got to do and make it happen.
Man, appreciate you so much, man. It's been love. It's gonna stay love. You always got this positive energy about yourself, man. So it was only right to have you on this show to distribute that digitally to some of these people that may need it. Um, the information is at the bottom if y'all need to find out where he's at or get any of his information is right under his box. I keep checking my mailbox, ain't nothing in there from no Miami Bay shirts or whatever. Stop walking around in Duval with a Miami shirt. I don't really want to do this to you, bro. Like, I respect you, bro. Don't do that. Don't even do that. That's when I'll put you up off this show. How you gonna do that with the glitter gang? Stand back up. Bro, don't do that, man. But stand back up, though. I'm hating, but I ain't hating. Oh, man.
Put that on the show, man.
Come on, man. Oh, man. You so disrespectful. Do not disrespect me on my show. Let me tell you something before I get up out of here. First off, you need to mail me some stuff. Second off, bro, when we was on break before you got here, I'm telling you, big bro, I was telling the homie, man, y'all was the ones, I already wore jerseys. But when y'all were doing like Tootsie Roll and all y'all other videos from the big hockey jerseys, the big basketball jerseys, bruh, y'all really set a trend, dog. Y'all, like I'm telling you, man, that's what got me back on my jersey game. Salute to you, bruh. I'm so jealous right now, bro. I'm about to leave here, jump on I-95. Litty gonna be in the trunk with some duct tape. Don't play with me, bro. The next time they see my show, I'm gonna be wearing that outfit in them shades, and they're gonna be like, confused, you know what I'm saying? Hit my mailbox, stop playing with me, man.
Throw a
Hey
large
man,
in there
listen,
for
I
me
promise
too.
you. Hey, nah, plus, hey, listen, Litty, I'm coming down. Hey, what y'all doing is what Uncle Al used to do, man. Y'all giving the people a voice, and I appreciate that. And the
Appreciate it.
merch is coming. And to all my fans out there that I promised merch to before COVID hit, listen, COVID been having everybody budget tight. Rappers out here, we ain't worked in a year, so it ain't. If I promise you some free merch, it's coming to you, baby. Get Busy shirts just came in today, so Chaos, we got you on the way. Trust me. The base depot is where
Man,
y'all want to be.
I appreciate y'all, man. We finna get up out of here. Respect My Grind live each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. to 10. Let's get to it.
You know the vibe.